The sun is on my side. I smile up to the sky. I know I'll be alright.
Asian K. A person is smart, people are dumb, panicking, danger, animal. Welcome to the Men in Black. Hello, everybody. My name is NH3 Lounge Show, and doing two Men in Black is coming back in the future, and I hope to God it will be a lot better than the last one. So yeah, welcome back to another Sony month. Last time we reviewed Ghostbuster. Now let's review one of the iconic classics that came out exact same year as much as Hookery. And last but not least, one of my favorite movie from that year, which not in Titanic will always be. Will always will be, must have said. Anyway, guys, so today I'm about to do a movie review on Men in Black. Came out the year of 1997, the same year of Hookery and Titanic. And of course, your freaking Batman and Robin, which who give a crap about Batman and Robin, and not even one of the. Anyway, guys, enough further ado. Let's get this review started before I grab my devices and make you forget this. Forget this review. Alright, let's get started with this mission, shall we? Is Men in Black style time. So, just like Ghostbuster, I'm a huge major fan of the Men in Black movie. And yeah, sure, some of the movie can be decent, like Men in Black 2 and Men in Black 3. Yeah, my thought on Men in Black 3 have been declined. But overall, it was like, honestly, it's like a fun, entertaining movie for the whole family and the whole adult, actually. But don't let me get started with Men in Black International. Oh my god, I'll get to that film in a minute. Oh boy, just you wait. But honestly, I'll get the first Men in Black movie in a minute. Men in Black 2, honestly, it was okay. It was the weakest film out of the Men in Black movie. But Men in Black 3, yeah, my thought on that film once again had been declined because that film was focused on the 3D aspect more than focused on the story and the characters. No wonder 3D is not in every horror film because there was no need to make a freaking horror movie in 3D, right? Have you not learned your lesson for Texas Chainsaw and Saw franchise? And of course, Men in Black International. Yes, I finally watched this movie in my in my mind, and yeah, oh my god, that film looks absolutely god awful, man. It might be one of my top 5 worst movie of 2019. Oh my god. But that film just literally feel like I'm watching Thor Ragnarok's done bad more than the actual Men in Black movie. Why not you not call it Men in Black movie? Why not you call it a Woman in Black movie? Because you have a woman and male as a main lead. Like, how does that make sense that those movies, like Men in Black International, it's called Men in Black? Like, come on, how about you name it Men and Woman in Black? Like, there was no need to call it Men in Black, okay? It's not about two men. It's about one female and one male. I'll get to the film very shortly. And yes, I did watch this movie, and I didn't fancy to post it on Instagram. Well, for now on, I'm not going to post a bad movie without watching on Instagram. Honestly, I already know that people are really aware that I watch a bad film. But I just don't feel like giving them a shout out on my Instagram. So these bad films don't deserve it, and I hope I can treat them on the blacklist. So Men in Black 1997 is an adaptation of the Men in Black from the adaptation. It is a 1997 American sci-fi fiction action comedy film directed by Billy and based on the script by Ed, actually. And it's from the adaptation from the Marvel Comics series called The Men in Black, which is starring Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. Yup, the same guy that he smacked Chris Rock. Yeah, that guy. It's called Mr. Jones and Mr. Smith. And of course, when this movie came out, just like Ghostbusters and just like every single Sony IP, Men in Black, it was a box office hit. It was a good phenomenon. This movie got a 91% for the critic, and this film got an 80% for the audience. And of course, this film spent a budget for $90 million, and I'll get the box office very shortly. And of course, this movie got a 7.3 out of 10 in IMDb. And look at the posters. Protecting the Earth from the scam of the universe. Yep, you got that right, man. Because we got the Men in Black to go to the NYC cop. You know what? Let's call it Men in Black. So they went to Men in Black And you say, and you see the one actor that he was in freaking, oh my god, Freddy Got Finger. I wish that film don't exist. I wish that film died already. Anyway, guys, so that was taken way too far. Anyway, guys, so this movie got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and this film got a 72 on Megascore. And of course, this film did a lot better box office treatment more than Men in Black and National, and I'll get to the film very shortly. So the 1997 film Men in Black was a massive box office success. It was earning over 250.7 million domestically and have a 338.7 million dollars nationally for a global total around for 589.4 million, and making it as one of the top film of that year with a $90 million dollar budget. So let me say it one more time with this mouthful. So domestically for North America, this movie made is 250.690.539 million dollars. Or billion, I don't know. And initially, this film made is 338,700,000 million dollars. And of course, this film made worldwide for 589.390 and 539 million dollars. And for opening weekend for the U.S. and the United States, this film made is 51.168.455 million dollars. And of course, this film have a $900 million budget, which that is really cool. That is really dope. And this might be one of the highest grossing Men in Black movie in the history of mankind. And of course, this film got nominated for best So this film got nominated at the Academy Award, just like Ghostbusters, for best art direction, best makeup, and best music, original musical or comedy score. Yeah, pretty shame the fact that this movie didn't get nominated for best actor for Will Smith, and of course best original song, which I really enjoyed, that Men in Black theme by Will Smith, and it can show that Will Smith is really a good actor. Well, not a good person because come on guys. Of course, this is the same guy he smacked Chris Rock and say, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'll get to that question at the end of the video. Right now, we're gonna talk about this movie. Anyway, guys, so what do I think about the original Men in Black? Just like Ghostbuster and just like every single good Sony review or positive review, I gotta say this, but this film is a insane classic, and this film might be one of my favorite Men in Black movie, and will always will be. And honestly, let me tell you a story about this movie. On Cartoon Network, they aired this film on freaking Cartoon Network. You gotta be kidding me. It's called Cartoon Network, not live action network, not freaking live action network, you freaking dingbat. Honestly, I already know that kids are watching Men in Black. Kids, you gotta be careful because this film has some foul language, right? You see some F-bomb, S-word, and of course, the B-word. So anyway, back I was saying, I don't understand why in the earth and the sweet macaroni and cheese that you aired this film on Cartoon Network. It's called Cartoon Network. Your first L cartoon, not live action movie. Yeah, that was a time back in the 2000s. Ever since that CEO left, we got the new CEO back in the days, and oh my God, the Cartoon Network went downhill. There in Too Many Teen Tango, they have some live action shows, and they have some live action movie. How many times do I have to tell you? It's called Cartoon Network, not live action network. If you want to air a Men in Black movie, why not you air it on a Comedy Central? Why not you air it on FX? And why not you air a bunch of platforms, not freaking Cartoon Network? And I'm pretty sure you don't air this film on Nickelodeon. So yeah, and if it's on Adult Swim, I'll be alright with that. Well, even this film owned by Sony, so there was no need to air this film on Adult Swim. So that's the only problem I have, because this film was really aired on Cartoon Network, and I was really stupid. Anyway, guys, so in the movie themselves, I do not have any flaws about this movie. The only thing I have a flaws, which is that this film was airing on Cartoon Network. Once again, it's called Cartoon Network, not live action network, you freaking idiot. Anyway, guys, so let's get some positive. Like the story of this movie, just like Ghostbuster, because this might be one of the best adaptation for Men in Black. Honestly, I have never read a Marvel comment for the Men in Black, and I hope Men in Black will come back in a Marvel. Sorry, we'll definitely get the return, and I hope they can do a Marvel version of these characters. Right, these characters owned by Marvel. Well, Marvel Comic, not Marvel movie, like Thunderbolt, Fantastic Four. No, we already have enough of that. So if Disney buys Sony, like if I buy Sony Jesus will definitely give me an IP for Men in Black. I'm probably Sony Jesus would be like, you know what? Doing to you, you'll buy me. I'm gonna give you a Men in Black adaptation. I was like, okay. You give me a Men in Black adaptation, I will definitely make this film as a Disney film. Like, can you imagine if they make make an animated Men in Black movie? That would be cool. Like in the Disney style, sweet, shabby. Anyway, so and the character of this movie is absolutely incredible. Like Asian K, played by Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, this might be one of my favorite performances by Tommy Lee Jones. And of course, one of my favorite characters in this movie, and he might be one of my favorite performances by Will Smith, which is than Agent J. Yup, Agent J. I already know he's a goofy and silly character, and he always cracks some jokes, but overall, he always takes this business seriously, just like Tommy Lee Jones. And of course, the one actor that he was in that freaking footy got fingers, and you don't have to blame on him, you have to blame on the freaking studio. But honestly, I gotta say this, but just like the actor for Ghostbuster, let's give the moment of silence of the passing of Rip Torn. Okay, we're good now? Okay, good. Anyway, guys, so, and the villain of this movie is absolutely amazing. In the action sequences, it was absolutely incredible. Like seeing Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith teaming up together and fight side by side and shoot some gun to the alien bad guy to the hands. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And of course, I wish I can get that, like, forgetting thing. Like, you already know that one thing, you click it, and so, phew, and you forget it. Like, I really hoping I can use that. I mean, just, honestly, if I hear any people do some drama, honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, actually, because that type of devices, I really hoping I can get that in real life. Like, it's pretty shame we don't have that in real life. Like, honestly, I wish I got a time machine. I wish I got that thing. So that Tommy Lee Jones used it as a thumbnail. So, yeah. And, of course, the climax of this movie. The climax of this movie is absolutely incredible. One of the best climax I've ever seen in this movie. And this film was 1 hour and 38 minutes, which this film is kind of short, which not a lot actually. So yeah, at least this movie did not focus on the 3D aspect more than Men in Black 3. The biggest problem I have for Men in Black 3 is because they always focus on the freaking 3D aspect. Like I could do a video. Actually, I could do a 20-minute video why I have a problem with 3D movie. Like in the 2010 era, yeah, the 2010 era was the worst era for 3D. And yeah, sure, you got Avatar, Toy Story, and Tangle, which ever since that, they always do some 3D aspect, and I'm so glad back in the day we did not have a 3D aspect. And the ending of this movie is just make me want to see this character again. And honestly, here's a one question that I heard about the news article. Is Men in Black is coming back for another sequel? Well, apparently, yes, actually. Yes, a new Men in Black movie is officially in the development at Sony Pictures. Yup, Sony Jesus is right now greenlit another Men in Black movie. I already know that a lot of people think this film is really unnecessary, and oh my god, why are you adding Santa Sweeney? Did you not know that she did some bad thing with her jean commercial? Yeah, at the same time, people just went too far and give her a death threat. Like, what the heck is this? A controversy of Rachel Zegel? Yeah, honestly, let's get back to what we're talking about. But anyway, so yeah, this new Men in Black movie, this is not going to be like a one movie that came out in 2019. No, this movie is going to have the same magic after Men in Black. Yeah, ever since Men in Black International was underperformed, which it deserved it, because you cannot have a Men in Black movie when you have one female and one male. I'll get to that film very shortly. But anyway, I already know this is very unnecessary, and not every movie gets a sequel. But ever since Men in Black International, I hope Men in Black 5 would definitely end this franchise into into an amazing way in a epic conclusion. Like Timothy Jones and Will Smith, they cannot do this much longer. You want to know why? It's because Timothy Jones, he is 79 years old, and this show he's turning 80s. Right? He cannot be Asian K much longer. And for Will Smith, this guy, well, this guy is kind of younger actually. This guy is 57 years old, and this year he's gonna be 58 actually. So yeah, I already know that he's still young. He's still like a young adult. But I cannot say the same with Timothy Jones. Like this guy is almost 80s, and he cannot do this much longer. So yeah, that proves my point. But anyway, yeah, I'm really hoping that this new Men in Black movie is going to have the same magic. But at the same time, do we really need a Men in Black? Do we actually need another Men in Black movie like we already have for a final Men in Black movie, which is none other than Men in Black 3? I already know it's not the best movie out of the series, but at least it was an okay way to end the franchise, which I understand they want to end this franchise into a great way. Like, not every movie have to do that, you know? Like, look at the freaking 50 Shades trilogy. Look at the freaking Stranger trilogy. Like, I cannot believe that the Stranger become a trilogy. Oh my god, put a plug already. So they are looking for a script. They are looking for... Oh, wait a minute. They are hiring a writer who brought you Bad Boy for Life? Okay, not bad at all. And of course, they might do a production shooting in 2026 or 2027. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the Men in Black movie is officially in the development at Sony Picture. Even this film is really unnecessary. But let's hope this will keep our mind off from this atrocity. Oh my god, man. Once again, you cannot have a Men in Black movie due to you have a two lead who's a different gender. You have a one female and one male. I don't understand this film called Men in Black International. It is not Men in Black, you freaking idiot. No, this is a Woman in Black. Men and Woman in Black International. And no, you call this film Men in Black just because you're freaking marketing. And this film was so bad, this film got a 23%, which is deserve it. And of course, this film was a flop at the box office when this film came out. This film does not have magic at all. The story is all over the place, and the character was really terrible written. And no offense to Tisa Thomason and Chris Hemsworth, but they are not the next Timothy Jones and Will Smith. I already know I kind of sound like a grifters, which I try best not to say like that. But it's really sickening me that this film is called Men in Black. It's called Woman in Black, not freaking Men in Black, you freaking idiot. Yeah, just because you have two lead, that doesn't mean they all male. It's kind of... I hate to say this word, but you know what? Let's not say that because, I'm going to get in trouble by a parent. But anyway, yeah, that's the biggest problem I have for this movie. It's because you have one woman and one male. You cannot call it a Men in Black movie. That's not how it works. Yeah, I'm just going to forget that Men in Black International. And honestly, no wonder that Money Puff fanboy absolutely despised that movie, along with the Banana Split movie. Anyway, guys, so overall, guys, Men in Black, the original movie, this film will always be the best Men in Black movie, and I don't think that Men in Black 4 or Men in Black 5, I don't know, so you could call it Men in Black 4, because, honestly, so do you honestly think that you want to call this film a Men in Black 4? Of course not. This film is kind of like a reboot. This film is kind of remind me of Ghostbusters 2016. Well, instead of female, you have one female and one male. And this film is remind me of watching a bad version of Thor Ragnarok. And Thor Ragnarok is 100 times better than this piece of Men in Black crap. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that was completely racist. But anyway, it's called title for a reason, so what do you expect? But anyway, guys, so this film gives us a best story, well-developed characters, a beautiful cinematography, amazing action sequence, and the visual of this movie is absolutely incredible, just like Ghostbusters. But anyway, this film is in my third favorite movie from 1997, along with Hercules and Titanic. Anyway, so I'm going to give Men in Black a 10 out of 10. It's a peak movie, and this film is absolutely cinema. And for Men in Black International, this film is absolutely trash. Anyway, guys, so, yeah, I'm going to calm my anger down with Men in Black International, which, honestly, oh my god, I cannot stand that movie. But anyway, guys, so gotta calm down before Andre get on to me or even Nicole. Anyway, guys, so that was my movie review to one of the critically acclaimed movie that came out in the exact same year for Titanic, which is not in Men in Black. So tell me about your opinion on this amazing classic film on the comment section below. So what is your thought on the Men in Black International? Do you absolutely despise that movie, or do you think it's an underrated gem? I can hear your opinion if you think it's an underrated gem, but it's really sick of me that it's called Men in Black due into you have one female and one male. And if you want me to do a win on Men in Black International, oh boy, I would definitely do it for 100%. But I'll do it on the weekend actually, because tomorrow it will be no video. It will be no video tomorrow. So on Saturday, stay tuned for my rant on Men in Black International. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a lot to say about that piece of garbage. But anyway, guys, so tell me, what is your thought on this Men in Black that came out in 1997? Do you think it's a good movie? Do you think it's a bad movie? Or do you think it's an underrated gem? Do you think it's overrated? Comment below and let me know. And tell me what is your favorite out of Men in Black movie. And once again, comment below and let me know. And stay tuned for my rant on the Men in Black International. I will do that on this weekend. So, yeah. In this movie, go figure yourself. But anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge signing off. Any adios, and you gentlemen and ladies, have a great Sony month. And I'm just gonna grab my devices. Like, where is my pen? Oh, there you go. But anyway, so honestly, I have a pen, so just pretend this is devices that you forget. Honestly, I'm gonna make you forget this review. This is NH Studio Lounge starting off, and adios, and follow me to Men in Black International on this weekend. And that movie, go fake yourself. And Timothy Jones and Will Smith, cannot wait to see you guys once again as Agent K and Agent J for this new Men in Black movie in development. This is NH Studio Lounge starting off, and adios, and your gentlemen and ladies, have a great Sony month, and once again, have a great day.
The world goes spinning round and round, it's true. We've had our time and now we're through. But you and I forever will be friends. We'll try to touch the sky where clouds never end. And we'll search for wonder all around. And you'll find me hanging upside down. And you and I together in a big, big world. We'll try to touch the sky in a big, big world. You have to go, I know it's time, so give me 5. This whole world is yours and mine. La 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 la.